Alrighty guys, and we wanted to stop here and make a video on how we use Meld Studio because we've been experiencing a lot of people on X, formerly known as Twitter, asking a lot of questions, mentioning a lot of things, and while the devs have been on top of it, trying to respond to as many questions as possible, I think since we've had our hands here as a total beginner for a few weeks, we can walk through a lot of people with the basics. I think a lot of tutorials out there focus on a lot of the advanced things and how to do things yourself. I'm going to focus more on the ease of Meld and how to set everything up for you. So I've already created a blank slate here for Meld Studio. I've removed all the profiles and everything I had made. So to go ahead and create here a very basic layout for Meld, and I want us to completely focus on the right hand side of our screen, which is going to be right here. And here you'll see Stream Manager, where you can select the names of your streams, and we'll get to a little bit later, which you can multi-stream directly on here on Meld directly. So you can have, I do YouTube and Twitch, but you can do others, and there's others to select and set up. I believe Kick is another, but most of the major streaming sites are available for you to stream from directly in Meld. More importantly, you'll be able to follow up and keep track of your chat. This is my main Meld, so you're going to see previous chats. I couldn't delete that, unfortunately, but it is there. Then we got Inspector, which is going to give us here just information on the channels that we have equipped. You can equip your virtual cameras here if you have a cell phone that you're using as well, and you can add it there to have the virtual cameras. But I will say that everything that you can think of, and if not everything, most of things that you can do with all other streaming softwares, Streamlabs, OBS, I would say 90% of the things that you will need, you're going to be able to do from Meld. So going into where I want to draw your attention is the beauty, and I would say the chef's kiss on Meld Studios directly. And here I present to you Spark. Spark is like their AI that's going to handle everything for you. So if you're a brand new streamer thinking, oh, all these other streamers have editors, have people to create their loadouts and layouts and overlays and everything along those lines, I don't, I'm just a beginner. Well, Meld is going to be for you. You're going to have that person making your overlays, creating your scenes, and making your setup look the way you want to. Not only that, but it also gives you suggestions for things that you can do. But for today's example, we're going to create a very basic stream, and we're going to lay it out here, and we're going to let Spark do all the work, and we're going to see that with very minimal tweaks, it'll work. And I want you guys to know that this is free for an extent, so you can use Spark for I would say a handful of credits where you can get a lot done for absolutely free. So you can use this AI that we're about to show its capabilities here, and if you wanted to get it to have more capabilities or be able to do more per stream for you, then they also have subscription services. But we're going to keep this on at least the things it can do for free. I am subscribed to the Pro tier. I want to be always straight up with the information that we're giving, but I will only use here during the stream things that you guys should be able to do with the free tier. So we're going to try to keep it very simple, try to make it as fancy as we can, and let's go ahead and think of something that we want. So the first thing I want to go ahead and make, let me take away caps. I want a very basic starting soon screen that will have a 10-minute countdown. Should be 70s themed. Groovy, baby. So what we're hoping here is like that 70s show theme, and as you guys can see, hands off keyboard, it's going to do everything for us. I don't really have to keep my hands up. You guys can see the screen and that it's actually functioning, so I want that to be absolutely certain that you guys see that. So it is doing the work, and I want you guys to know that everything you guys will see here occurring is going to be directly Spark doing it here for us. And here we go. Just like that, it is creating the starting soon screen. It gave us a little retro groovy baby with the timer that we had asked for right there on screen. And I mean, I think it looks good. Now here you can go ahead and tweak it with things that you want. Let's say it's not your style. It's not hitting, you know, that feel you were going for. Where we're going to tweak it. I'm actually going to spend some time here tweaking the starting soon screen just a little bit, adding some effects so you guys can see that if it doesn't come out the way you want within your first try, you can go ahead and tweak it. First, it will always give you recommendations based on what you indicated. But now we're going to go ahead and say, I want more hearts involved. And make sure that it has lava lamp effects. Let's see what it go ahead and creates now. So the goal here is for it to tweak exactly what we have here. And we want some hearts and we want some lava lamp effects. So let's see here what it does. You guys saw what we typed in. And again, here the main goal is to make this easy for those starting off. If you are a creator, you don't want to spend your time here, right? So this is where Meld shines. Everything else gives you the freedom to do things the way that you want, and Meld is going to give you that freedom, but it's going to give you Spark. Spark is going to be the heart of everything that we do. And there you go. So it gave us what it considered some lava effects. It added some hearts there. But now we want to go ahead and tweak some of the things now, or add some of the windows. So here I'm going to also include a gaming scene. I want a gaming scene to be created for the popular game Mecha I can't even spell, but don't judge me. Chameleon, where it uses my game screen, Razer Kiyo cam. I'm not using the same cam you guys are going to see me here from now. It's going to be one aiming at the roof, just to not have two cameras pointing at us from two separate scenes. But this time it's going to create the page where we're going to be playing the game on. In this case, I used the highly popular Mecha Chameleon game just to give you guys for an example. Hopefully that's something that you guys will be playing and get inspired to create something similar. But I wanted to see, I gave it the game that we were playing to see what it would create. Now it's asking me a follow-up question. It says, what game capture source are you going to be playing the game? Let's say number 1, we're going to use our Xbox, even though the game is not available there. I personally don't have the game. I haven't purchased it yet, but just for the sake of creating these scenes, I want to go ahead and just proceed with what we have. So here, now you see the cam pointing at the roof, as I mentioned. And let's go ahead and see here. So now, if I were to turn on my Xbox, which I'm going to do here for the sake of this video, and just show you guys that the main screen and how it would look like overall, this is what we'll get. Now, let's say I'm not satisfied with this and I would like more things to be added. Let's go ahead and see here. So here I want some overlays around themed around this game, something artsy. Let's see what it goes ahead and gives us. The more specific you are, the higher chance of success you will have. If you are like me, where you're very vague, prepare to have to do a lot of tweaks. But if you're a very straightforward person who knows exactly what you want and how you want it, the game is not going to have any issues creating what it is that you want. So here it created some predator mode for the hunters and has some type of effects. And again, here you can tweak this whichever way you want. Nothing is permanent. And actually, let's just say you don't like at all what it just did for you. Revert back to how it was previously. And you can even abbreviate. And here what it's going to do is going to leave the cam and the game and just remove only what it just did now. And again, this is all in real time. We're not fast forwarding everything. So the delays or the speed that you're seeing is all real time. So this is all doable within a few minutes to continue going. Now, we have our starting screen set up. We have our gaming scene set up. Let's go ahead and add some of our sounds, the complicated bit, right? Oh my God, we need to add our sounds. I can't hear the game. What do we do? Well, move no further than where you are now. I can't hear my game. There, you're going to specify which sound or I guess output you want it to go ahead and pick up for you. I don't want it to mix with the sound that I have going. If not, I would have selected my stream chat. I selected one that is not linked to anything, which is the game capture card sound. So I can go ahead and add that to my sounds. And you guys will see that it's actually going to create something for us down here. It's not working with the scenes anymore. It is now working with the sounds. So now it's going to find the audio device that I mentioned to go ahead and add some sound onto our game. And one of the coolest features, if for any reason it cannot complete the task for you, it will tell you how to do it yourself. So that is one of the things. So here in this case, if for any reason it cannot create the audio mixer for me, pulling the game capture card, which based on the delays that I'm seeing, it is struggling here a bit, we will add the sound ourselves. So here we're going to try it again with it. So starting scene. All right, no. I'm going to try it one more time. I wanted to do it itself without any actual interventions here where I have to step in. If we do, we'll still step in so you guys get the idea. But overall, the goal is for Meld to do this all itself. And if it can't do the audio cues, which I'm suspecting based on how long it's taking delayed here, that it can't do itself, as you guys can see when it comes down to the video, the scenes, and the sources, that's where Meld shines. So here with the sound, I'll teach you guys what I do in contrast. But again, if you are a brand new streamer that feels like you do not have the tools to succeed, then Meld is the tool for you. You don't need to look any further. Download Meld, get creative, start streaming. Link your basic pages. I believe that it is one of the easiest streaming tools to do, especially if you keep yourself in one specific sector. Let's go ahead and see what tracks it wants to go ahead and add. I'm just letting it do what it needs to, so hopefully it can complete what it claims that it's doing. It's saying it's adding the audio. I'm not seeing any audio being included here just yet. So I can hear the game. I know the recording may have heard that, but I'm not sure. I don't think the stream picked that up, right? Yeah, because I didn't see any bars moving. So you guys heard that, but that was from my capture card itself, not from this recording that I'm trying to do here. So call that a false alarm. We'll know because we will see it in the audio mixer. So that way you guys don't feel misled in any way whatsoever. So we're trying to keep this as legit as we can, as straightforward as we can, so everything that we do here you guys will be able to replicate on your own. So there we have some subtle music playing according. I see here music being added, but it still has not added my game sounds to the Mecha Chameleon. So it added sounds to So there we go. It figured out that it couldn't do it and it's telling us what to do. Press the plus icon, which we know how to do. And then here you will select the device that you want to be added. In this case, it doesn't really matter, but we'll go with the capture card. So now when we do this, it's actually being heard from Meld directly. Now, I will say that it does not have a lot of the VSTs that other softwares have for sound, such as OBS or Streamlabs. So to mitigate that, I use the now free for everyone to use, the Wave Link. Make sure to download this and use this as your primary mixer alongside with Meld, so that way you don't run into any audio barriers. I'm hoping that Meld does get some VSTs inside of it with the audio, but overall you can do everything with the free Meld Studio, which now works with all devices, not just Elgato products, and you can use that to mitigate the differences. So hopefully this video is going to be a basis for you guys to start your own streaming paths, start using Meld. And if you guys do use Meld, make sure to let them know you saw this video and checked it out first. Make sure to like, subscribe, give us a follow, comment below if this video was helpful or if there's anything else you guys would like to see in future videos. And until next time, peace.